This video is going to be one of a few experimental videos that might continue into the future if it works well, just to see whether getting in front of the camera as often as possible and doing so in as relaxed a manner as I possibly can is going to assist with the quality of my scrolling videos in any way. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I went to film a scrolling video today and I filmed it now, but I filmed it, it took about 30 takes to get the intro, and then I did about 17 minutes of absolute waffle, just rambling, losing my way constantly, just not talking clearly on a topic that I know a good amount about for no other reason than I think I was trying to go into detail in areas where I didn't have the detail and it was unnecessary. I wasn't, to give a bit more detail here, I was talking about knees over toes guy. You will see the video come out in a few days, and ATG, Athletic Truth Group, which in a nutshell it's a fitness regime whereby you look after your joints, your toes, your feet, your ankles, your knees, and up, so far up. And it's great for reducing chance of knee injury, strengthening joints, and all this stuff. It's really, really good. The joke about it is I did the most research about this subject I have of any scrolling video so far. Not only that, but I've been putting the ATG sort of one of their workout schedules into practice for the past 3 weeks. Past 3 week. So I know a lot about it. I know a decent amount about it, more than any other topic that I've looked into on scrolling anyway. But then when I was filming, like I said, I stumbled, I lost my way, I got incredibly frustrated and pissed off. So I stopped, only started again and managed to film it because my partner encouraged me to do so, which I'm very grateful for. But I've been trying to wonder what went wrong, because in the moment you can't quite tell. There's this thing that happens when you introduce yourself for the video. You say, "Hey, welcome to another video," blah blah, and you do it again and again and again, and you don't really know why that one was wrong, why that one didn't feel right, but it just didn't quite feel natural. So you start again. You go, "Hey, welcome," and you go, "Oh no, that hey sounded stupid," and that can often happen throughout the video. You don't know why it feels like it's going wrong, but it just does. So I managed to get the video filmed in the end, but it was quite waffly, and I might sometimes in the past when I film videos and they haven't worked the first time and I've ended up frustrated, when I've actually managed to film them, I've ended up seeming really low and negative, or at least in my eyes of watching myself back. What I have realised in hindsight is that probably because I did so much research, I started trying to delve deeper than I needed to. I think I might have already said that. But I tried to delve too deep in places that I didn't need to do in the video. I didn't need to tell you really how to do an exercise, which I was trying to do, or I didn't need to go into detail about why this muscle strengthening it is good. I wasn't there to do that. I was there to just have a little play around, learn a bit more about ATG, knees over toes guys, methods, and that's what scrolling is. It's just me yammering a bit as I'm doing here, and learning to talk more clearly. And the pressure that I put on myself, ironically, even though I was trying to make it sound better, it made it sound worse, and that's so counterintuitive. So these videos that I'm doing here, I'm gonna do them daily if I can. They're not hard to do. I'm filming with my phone. I'll see what the audio's like, because I went to get my little Rode Micro, which I used for ages when I was filming a long time ago, and I was making videos, and realised that I don't have a headphone jack slot, whatever it's called, headphone jack. Yeah, I guess so, because they've removed them on not only iPhones, but this is a Google Pixel. They removed it on this as well. So I can't use that, so I'm just relying on the phone's inbuilt microphone. Hopefully it's good enough. But I'm just going to use the videos, these shorter ones, to figure things out. I mean, that's what scrolling's supposed to do. It's funny because when I made scrolling, I thought this will be the baseline, low grade, low quality, rambly video. and then from there I will create more polished ones. And actually what I'm ended up doing is I'm going the other way and I'm making even less polished ones on a phone, not even with a proper microphone. But that's cool. It's partly happened because I've been thinking about this idea of framing, which is in which Visa can Virasamy. I think I pronounced that okay, but everyone makes mistakes with pronunciation sometimes, especially when it's a name from a different. But anyway, I love Visa. He's a guy on Twitter. He is just a very original thinker. This framing idea comes from his newest book, Introspect, where he talks about how you can solve problems, you can find new methods for things in life, you can make life better, you can be really creative. Loads of different good things can come from reframing the way that you're looking at things, i.e., one of the examples he uses is that when you take a picture, you are intentionally choosing the frame. You are taking a picture and you're getting whatever you want in the frame of the picture, and you can do that with life. And he actually quite delicately points out that you can actually, there's a blog post that he refers to, but he talks about all these different filming shots, close up, long shot, middle, close up, far, whatever, I don't know what the names are, and he says that those are good ways to think about how you can reframe your problems. And that's why I'm making these videos, because I think I reframed it in the way of, my original goal was do scrolling, it's a chilled out video, whatever, but it's got all convoluted. And when I was thinking about framing with regards to my videos, I thought to myself, well, why don't I reframe it so that I make something even more relaxed? Because scrolling I've somehow gotten all intense about, and I'm like planning it loads and whatever. I really don't know why it's happened, but it's happened. I think because I got into my head that I'm just going to improve scrolling to the point of it being really high quality, and I'm trying to force it a bit. Or I might have just had too much caffeine. Maybe that's what happened, because I did have a coffee before the video, which I don't usually do. So that's why I'm making this shorter video, which isn't going to be that much shorter, but it's cool. No one cares, and I think I'll leave it there, because if I'm gonna do this every night, I have to make it, pardon me, stomachable, manageable, digestible. I have to make it so that not only can I swallow it, no, not only can you swallow it, but I can make it. I don't bloody know, man. I don't bloody know. I've got a young baby, and I'm tired by this point. I was up dead early this morning going to the gym. I've got loads of things to talk about anyway. Loads of things that I probably wouldn't talk about if I put the pressure of making them into a scrolling video. It's just mad. Like, how has it ended up like this? It's fine. Scrolling's going to continue, and I'm just going to figure out ways to do it. And I guess I need to rejig what the video is about, and rethink about the criteria, and go back and watch the old ones and go, all right, okay, well, which bits worked best? And in those circumstances, how was I thinking? How was I feeling? What was my mind state? Whatever. I really have to look it through. But it's not a problem. These things happen. And actually, what felt like a really painful hour earlier when I was trying to film has ended up being really educational. And I think now I'm in a better position than I was this morning, and that's cool. Oh, hand in the frame. That's what learning is about. That's what fucking, just say stupid cliches when you're not focusing on what you're talking about when you're filming. You catch yourself. It's like when you're not listening to someone and they say something and you hear yourself give them a really cliched answer that proves that you weren't listening. That's what I just did then. That's what learning's about. That's not what I meant to say. That's what's going to happen when you're trying to make a project. You're going to stumble and you're going to fail, and you're going to have shit hours and shit days and times when you think it's crap. Up until this morning when I filmed, I was feeling great about scrolling, and then that happened. But it's cool, man. We move on. I'll make another one of these tomorrow. Hopefully I can get this up straight away onto YouTube. And until then, have a nice evening or morning or afternoon wherever you are. Cool. Take care. Bye bye.